I am Professor C.V. Bhattacharya from the Boston University School of Management.
And I noticed from your presentation, communication really seems to be one of the gaps. All of these things that companies are doing, this great work in corporate social responsibility, you really identified that as a real gap?
It's a huge gap. It's a huge gap because, first of all, people do not really know what companies are doing. Awareness levels tend to be very, very low. And then, even if you are made aware, given the nature of the CSR business, communications is a double-edged sword. So you cannot really promote yourself too much in saying that we are doing all these good things, because that can backfire if it's seen as kind of self-promotion. On the other hand, if you don't tell people, then they have kind of no way to know. So in this regard, what becomes really important is to focus your efforts on doing the best that you can in terms of the initiative, rather than focusing on letting the word out. Because if you do really good work, and if you then intelligently use your public relations engine, what's going to happen is third-party sources are going to pick up on what you're doing as a company. And what I have found in my research is that media reports and third-party communication tends to be more credible to the public than kind of self-sponsored, self-promotion, and so my message is always just just keep on doing the best you can in terms of the social initiative, and spread the word, keep it fact-based, and let the people judge for themselves kind of whether you are genuinely concerned and whether you are making a difference or not.
Yep, that's great. And then just tying into your conclusion of your findings, when you talked about it depends, and companies needing to have a strategy, right? That's the most important component. Are companies responding? Like, are they actually just simply working on individual sort of one-off initiatives, or are they actually starting to think now more about a complete strategy and package?
Increasingly, they are thinking more strategically. I mean, we are still in the infancy of the movement, and given the history of corporate social responsibility and its ties to kind of corporate philanthropy, where it typically was, very much ideology-based. So, the CEO of the company or the owner of the company wants to promote a particular cause. That they would give money to a museum or a library or whatever they believed in. What we are proposing, or in my research, is that CSR be made more market-based. So basically invest in those initiatives where people have a chance to kind of reward you as a company for what you're doing. Your stakeholders have a chance to reward you. For that, as I showed in my presentation, it really does need to be integrated with the strategy of the firm. But it's easier said than done because of the history of kind of where CSR was seen. It was in a separate department, or most companies it continues to be in a a separate department, of a community relations kind of a department that have no interactions with kind of marketing and other kind of mainstream activities of the firm. So one of the best things that oftentimes a firm can do to be more strategic about CSR is to get rid of that community relations department and bring CSR integrated with kind of marketing. I think that would be kind of the natural home or strategy.
Even public relations, communications,
and engage those parts of the organization as well, kind of to understand the linkages with product and innovation, pricing, all these other kind of components that I touched on.
Great.